Hey guys, it's Larry Studios here. So today we'll be editing a few images from a prewedding shoot I did some time ago, and we'll be doing from start to finish. So let's go, guys. So the first thing I want to do is to import into my Lightroom and do some little touches before taking it back to Photoshop. All right. So yeah, so this is like one of the major pre-wedding shoots I've done in in the past that I really love so much. I really do love it so much. So yeah, so we'll be working on this today. All right. So most times I just want to retain the initial quality of the pictures from the camera. So the next thing I just want to do is to see how I can pop the light a little bit, and I can just add a little clarity to it. So one thing about Lightroom is the fact that you saw someone doing it this way does not mean that's the only way to do it. You can also incorporate your own idea into it, and make something good out of it. So I have to do my cropping from Lightroom, so that I won't have to really stress myself anymore in Photoshop. However, you have to be very sure of what you're cropping in your Lightroom, so that at the end of the day you won't have to shoot yourself in the leg. So the idea of this background that I'm using for this is basically I want contrast, basically the color of the outfit combining with the background green and red and a bit of orange or yellow is so sweet, so sweet. And you can see we have the leaves by the side, so it makes it make more sense. All right, so let me just lay this on this. All right, yeah. So this is the full picture. This is what the full picture looks like. So it looks like we are having much highlights here. So I just want to reduce the highlights. Okay. You have to be very sensitive with what you can see on your screen. That's why you need a very good laptop to making sure that you are at the right place, and you can actually see your screen tone so well. Okay, when you zoom in you can see, right? Yeah. So let me see. I think for now we are good to go. All right, so let me touch this a little bit as well. My couples are so beautiful, don't worry. They are so beautiful. Got beautiful clients. All right, so if you are an intending married couple, I think this is another opportunity for you to book Larry Studios. Trust us with your event, trust us with your memories. We are going to make it a wow moment. It's going to worth it at the end of the day. So all right, so the reason why I have to adjust a bit on this is because we are having a dark skinned person and also a light skinned person, so we have to make sure that they are actually even, their skins are aligning together. All right, so that's why I have to adjust. Okay, so for this, let's see what we have to achieve here for their full picture. Okay, this is not bad. Okay, all right, and then yeah, the husband has. Anyways, I shot their main wedding as well. Okay, I shot their main wedding, and it was an amazing one. You can just check that on my page. I have it on my Instagram at LARRRY.STUDIOS. I think I also have the pictures on my TikTok, at Larry Pales, right? Yeah. So you guys can just check it out and see what their images looks like. I know for sure that people really love it so much. People really love it so much. I was so intentional about what I want the images to come out with, right? So I was so intentional about it. Okay, so I think we are good to go on this, right? So let's go straight into Photoshop. All right, so now we are done exporting. Now we go to Photoshop. All right, we go to Photoshop and then see what we have to do in Photoshop. All right, so let's drag in some of the images. Okay, let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this for now. All right, so drag it to your Photoshop. The first thing I want to do is to create just a layer, and then remove some blemishes from the image before starting to work. All right, so let's do that in a split of second. Each time you are removing blemishes, please be careful with the places you are working on. All right, be careful with the surface you are actually removing blemishes from is very important. Remove your blemishes carefully so that it will not ruin the makeup, it won't ruin the skin itself. Okay, all right, if you are just watching my video for the first time, kindly hit the follow button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and put on your notifications so that anytime I get to post on here, you can always get a notification, and then you can have access to engage in my posts. Thank you very much, and that will also encourage me to do more videos for you guys. Thank you very much. All right, I think to a large extent we are good to go on this part of removing blemishes. So most times you don't have to do much. All right, it's not all the time that you have to do rigorous work to edit. No, sometimes it doesn't take too much from you. There are some works that come, there are some edits that comes easily sometimes. Yes. Now you can see that we are really doing so well. All right, so if I want, I can decide to merge, and I can decide to move on. Anyone works. Whatever works for you works for you. So let's go to advanced frequency separation. Sometimes I do 2.5, sometimes I might do 4.0, sometimes 3.5, sometimes 1.5. Depends on the texture of the image itself, right? So let's take this out. Let's zoom out and see what the blurry part will give to us. Let's see what the texture can give to us. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think this is not bad. This is not bad. For this particular image, let's do 3.5. All right. So we are working on this layer right here. Okay. So let's go, guys. All right. So each time you are retouching, right? Be very careful with the surface at which you are brushing. Okay, you have to be careful with your brush size at the same time. Don't forget that your brush has to be soft. All right, you have to pick the soft brush, the soft part of the brush, so that when retouching you can have like even your skin will be even. All right, the texture, the tones, you know, the difference between your highlight, your mid-tone, and your shadow, everything will be even. All right, so to a large extent, I think we've done justice to the skin. Let me zoom in a little bit for us to see. The next thing we want to do is to let's give it a bit curve. Then after this, I think I want to give it a bit of. I want to put the color grading on it, right? So let's see which one works for this. So just go to your folder wherever you saved your lot and then check for which one works for you or for this particular image. So I think, let me see, 12, 11. So sometimes I use encourage, right? I use other ones anyways. Let's see 9 or let's do 8. Okay. So now at this point, right, you have to know what you're trying to do here. If you realize that you actually do not want the color grade to affect some part of the image, feel free to brush. That's why you have this layer mask. It is meant for you to brush in and brush out. If you don't want a particular space, if you don't want a particular touch of the color grade on your image, right, all you need to do is to just change your brush and brush out. That's all. So for this, I think to a large extent, I think I'm actually fine. Except I just want to reduce the color grade a little bit, just a little, and then voila, we are good. Now I think I want to work on the eyes. I want to brighten the eyes a little bit more. Okay, so just pick your normal brush, your white definitely, then brush, then softly brush the eyeball. Softly brush it, don't rush it. Take it easy. All right. Okay. Now we are getting closer to what we are looking for. The next thing I want to do, so I will just check it. Okay, this is good, right? So at this point, I feel like I want to reduce the background, the light that splashes on the background. The light on the background is a bit much, so I just want to reduce the light on the background a little bit so that the image can still stand out the more. So at this point, we have to select the background itself. So yeah, I have to select the background so that by the time I'm done selecting the background, when we get to reduce the highlights, you can see for yourself that okay, this is actually good, right? All right, so invert, some making changes with the selection. I'm inverting it to the background itself so that whatever I want to do would reflect on the background and not on the image. So let's go back to our adjustment layer and work with our curves, then we reduce it a little. Okay, this is not bad. Let's see what we have here. Okay, can we see? What do you think? This is good, right? I know this is good. All right, so I think at this point we are good on this, so we are free. When we realize that we've done almost everything that we need to do, then we can merge. But one more thing I just want to do on this is, let me give it a bit of dodge and burn. Okay, let's do it a bit of dodge and burn. Let's change this to black and pick our brush, our normal brush, and let's do 11. Let's do 11. Let's see what 11 gives us. Alright, so this is dodge, this is burn already, so let's burn a little part of the bright face here. Okay. Alright, then let's dodge a little, change this to white, then I can also still reduce it a little though. Alright, let's see what we have here. Okay, alright, so you can also reduce it. You can reduce the opacity if you feel like it's too much. Okay, this is good. What do you think, guys? This is good, right? Okay, so at this point I think we are good on this image. Then the next thing I want to do is to merge, and you can merge, or no, let's flatten. All right, this is perfect already. So one last thing I want to do is to remove few blemishes from these leaves. We know it's green, but there are still some little whitish things on it, so let's just take it out. Let's take it out. Okay, this is good. All right, yeah. So guys, this is what editing from start to finish looks like for images like this. Then the next thing we want to do is to export. You can export back to the previous folder. Okay, yeah, replace. Alright guys, so this is what it means to edit from start to finish. See you in the next